Peanut. Good morning, everyone. I'm here at Goats with Horns Animal Sanctuary with Real Time Rescue. Yesterday, you might have seen Karen doing the live stream where she was interviewing and introducing some of the volunteers. We got Miss Peanut here being a little wrangled by Elliot here, and since he comes on Sunday, so he wasn't able to be part of the interview, so I'm just going to ask him a couple questions now. So you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
I went plant-based about 4.5, 5 years ago. Been vegan, started working, volunteering here on the weekends. Just love once a week kind of getting my sanctuary time in. It's good for my mental health, also helps the animals. Originally from Minneapolis, the snow and the cold. Been here now for about 22 years, married, just had a brand new little baby girl, Chloe. Courtney and Chloe like to come here as well. And other than that, just really like helping out all animals.
All right. And do you have a special animal, or I wouldn't say, it's so hard to pick a favorite, but are there any that you have a special bond with?
Princess is my favorite. Hi, girl. Even though today she's kind of getting picked on by her granddaughter.
Yeah.
Princess has always been my favorite, my little special one. And then the big goats too. We obviously miss Gabby and Snowy, and Gibby's still hanging in there, but Princess has probably got the biggest piece of my heart. Huh, Princess?
Yeah.
But they're all equally loved.
Yeah. If any of you guys follow us on Instagram, the link is in the description if you don't, but you might see oftentimes it's like a selfie Sunday with Princess and Elliot taking their selfie. Everybody's a little riled up right now. Yeah, was there anything else you wanted to say about the sanctuary, about animals, about yourself?
Come check it out. Donate if you can. Volunteer your time, money, whatever you can do for the animals. And more importantly, don't go adopt from stores. Make sure you're doing the best you can to help animals, and really think about going plant-based and cutting out the meat and dairy.
Okay, thanks so much. Elliot probably has to get going soon to his wife and baby girl waiting at home, but I wanted to be sure to interview him for our little interview session that we had yesterday, like I said, since he usually comes Sundays. So I titled this one Cool Weather Crazy because I don't know if you can see back there the goats, and a little bit ago the cows. Elliot had to kind of shoo them out of the way. I would have just had to hop this fence over here if not, which is not a big deal. I've had to do it before, but both of the cows were just right here, just wrestling and headbutting and playing. And of course, they wouldn't be trying to hurt me or try to wrestle or headbutt me. But if I accidentally get in the way when they're shoving each other and ramming each other, then that I could have been like a little Courtney pancake or something, just get flattened by them. So last Sunday, yeah, I think it was last Sunday when you saw Willow and Princess, and they were just going crazy, doing all their dominance things and, just kind of doing a little bit of mounting and headbutting. And Willow was having her Fleming's response where her lip curls up all crazy, and it looks kind of funny, but it's a way that the goats can actually kind of they can kind of smell hormones and pheromones from other goats. So she was, like I said, just trying to get more communication with everybody in that way. But Chicolette, the oopsie daisy of the sanctuary here, the youngest goat we have, youngest animal actually that we have, she has just been so feisty this morning. She's been starting all the fights. She was going after, like I said, Princess Buttercup, her grandma. This is her mom right here, Peanut Buttercup, making some noises. Peanut is a very vocal goat, and usually actually Peanut is a little bit sassy and trying to get in the way of everything. So we were kind of surprised that Peanut was just standing over here in the corner with Gilbert, just kind of watching. Butters, Chico jumped in, and then Willow came over, and they were all just headbutting and jumping around on here. Chicolette wound up kind of getting pushed down and then hopped up over there. The little spool that they like to stand on right over here, she was on that one, and then Princess got underneath and was kind of reaching her head up, and it got so wobbly and rickety. We feel like this spool kind of might be on its last legs. As you can see, there's plenty of little boards missing already. I did with Elliot, we did a thorough check to make sure there were no nails or screws or anything sharp underneath in case that, they do rub on it, or, we wouldn't want that to happen. But even though there's no, sharp immediate danger, it is, as you see, so just rickety. So we'll probably, the next bulk trash pickup, we might trash it. Or I don't know. I personally am not handy and good at doing things like that, but we might have some volunteers here next Saturday that might be a little handier if they have any ideas on how to kind of refurbish it. Or as you can see, it's already kind of been patched because there was like a break up here. So I think just, over time, the wood just, rots, especially here in Arizona, where things can't last that long because of the heat. So as you can see, yeah, everybody's just kind of crowded around. Oftentimes on Sunday mornings when I'm doing the little morning check-in, everybody's kind of settling in for their nap and hanging out, but everybody's just on alert. I think it's just the cooler mornings that we've been getting here. God, Miss Crazy Chicolette, if you can kind of see that the fur on the top, on the very top of her like neck and back, we call that their mohawk, but it's kind of standing up. It's at attention, and that just shows that she's a little agitated, a little, on edge. And we've been seeing that all morning, like I said. So let me just take a peek at the cows over here. I think I'm gonna start to head out. We did pick up a pumpkin for the animals, so we gotta use one of our machetes and dice it up into super tiny pieces and make sure that we can, throw it out so that everybody gets some. Although Zeus already had some pumpkin this morning. That was just canned pumpkin, but nothing like fresh. Okay, Esperanza, my love, I'm gonna head out. I gotta go chop some pumpkin for everybody. There's her baby, Suerte, not so baby anymore. He's coming up on his 3rd birthday. Mr. Suerte will be turning 3 at I think it's like Christmas Eve, or maybe Christmas Eve. It might be. But yeah, like I said, it's a little cool weather crazy this morning. Oh, I do need to let Miss Rapunzel out. Miss Rapunzel is our sassy goat over here. She's sassy, no matter what the weather is. So definitely don't want to tussle her if she's in a cool weather crazy mood as well. She's a little wild sometimes. So she was raised with humans only. She was never around any other goats. So instead of constantly tussling and okay, we're going to take interruption. We have Giuseppe here trying to break in, and we have Elliot trying to get Pepper out of his coop. We can't let Giuseppe and Pepper together because Giuseppe will try to kill Pepper. So I'll get you in a second, Thelma, or one of us. I'll be right back. Okay, let me just go back right over here. I was kind of telling you a little bit about Miss Sassy Pants Rapunzel, pretty girl. But yeah, like I said, so you've seen on our channel, or, oh, look at that smile. If you've watched or followed other sanctuaries, or maybe you just have seen little wildlife videos or something, but goats are constantly tussling and trying to find their spot in the hierarchy and headbutt each other and this and that. Rapunzel does not believe she's a goat, though. She thinks she's a human. So instead of constantly trying to headbutt and fight for hierarchy over the other goats, she does it with us humans. And so I think you've seen her do it. Elliot will sometimes allow her to kind of wrestle. And we've had a couple other volunteers who are fine, out here wrestling with her and giving her that playtime, which is great. But most of us are, don't desire to go head to head with that strong girl over there. So we just give her space, and it's not like she would charge us from across the field or anything like that. But if we do get close in her space, then she would think that is us kind of challenging her and saying, hey, I'd like to fight you for the hierarchy. Let's have a little tussle. So that's why we leave her. She eats her breakfast in a stall. And then when we're kind of finishing up, that's when we go ahead and let her out. So as you can see, like I said, nobody's just settling in for their morning nap so far. But I am going to jump off because sweet girl Miss Selma May, hello, beautiful. she needs her turn to come out. This is just her sleeping quarters. And her and Pepper, if you remember, if you've tuned in before, they can't hang out on the chicken side all day. Unfortunately, they do both have some kind of special needs, and they would be picked on and potentially hurt very badly or worse if we let them out with everybody else. Although Fernando's a sweet boy, he wouldn't hurt him. He wouldn't hurt either one, huh? You're a sweet boy. Hi, girls. Hi, Zoe. But yeah, so she and Pepper go over to the yard over here, and that is where they hang out during the day, and then at night they get put back in their sleeping quarters. Although none of the birds here have their wings clipped or anything like that, and they do all have the ability to hop or fly over the fence if they want. It's very rare that that happens. They kind of just like their own space. So as long as Thelma and Pepper are over here in the yard, then we know they are safe. So anyways, guys, like I said, I'm going to jump off so we can use our hands to machete up this pumpkin. I'll show it to you really quick. If any of you happen to, be in the U.S. or another country that has, it's like fall time, Halloween time coming up. Look at the size of this pumpkin I got. But if you do have any, wildlife or farm animal, different sanctuaries, I would highly recommend, if you're able to, go ahead and go to your local grocery store and, pick up a pumpkin and, bring it to them, because it's really nutritious and healthy for the animals. They absolutely love it. And we are keeping our fingers crossed that after Halloween, sometimes they go on sale for really cheap. So hopefully we can get a bunch of cheap pumpkins, or maybe even people might donate pumpkins to us. So that way, we can give everybody a bunch of pumpkin. But Nala's getting a little impatient. That was her polite moo. So anyways, like I said, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.